It's a quiet moment. Maybe you sit down on the couch in the afternoon, finally still, and your phone is face down on the table. Nothing urgent is happening. No one is calling your name. And yet, your chest feels a little tight. A thought drifts in, I shouldn't be here right now. You're resting, but your body doesn't fully settle. Why does slowing down feel wrong, even when you're clearly tired? What you may be experiencing is a kind of guilt that shows up around rest. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just a subtle sense that stopping means you're doing something you're not allowed to do. In this video, we'll slow that feeling down and look at where it comes from, without turning it into a big story. Feeling guilty for resting is when your body asks for a pause, but your mind keeps scanning for a reason to justify it. You're not exhausted enough. You didn't earn it. Someone else might be working harder. So even while resting, part of you stays on alert. One common reason is that rest has quietly been tied to productivity. For a lot of people, early life rewarded effort more than recovery. Praise came after doing, helping, pushing through. Rest wasn't framed as part of the cycle, it was framed as what happened after everything else was done. Over time, your mind learns that stillness only makes sense when it's been earned. So later, when you lie down in the middle of the day or take a break without a clear reason, your body relaxes, but your thoughts don't. Sometimes, it comes from being needed for a long time. When people rely on you, at work, at home, emotionally, you get used to staying slightly ahead of your own limits. You learn to notice everyone else's needs before your own signals register. Rest then feels like absence. Like you're letting something drop. Even if no one asked anything of you in that moment, your system still expects to be available. So sitting still can feel oddly selfish, even when it's quiet and reasonable. Over time, another layer shows up when rest gets associated with falling behind. Modern life rarely pauses at the same time for everyone. There's always someone answering emails late, working weekends, posting progress. When you stop, it can feel like you're slipping out of sync. Not because you actually are, but because your mind compares your pause to someone else's motion. So rest doesn't feel neutral, it feels risky, like you're quietly losing ground. Here's how this can look in real life. It's around 3:30 in the afternoon. You finished what you needed to finish earlier than expected. You sit by the window with a cup of coffee and tell yourself you'll rest for 10 minutes. At first, it feels nice. Then your thoughts start moving. You think about what else you could be doing. You scroll a little, but it doesn't feel relaxing. You check the time, even though you just sat down. Your shoulders tense, not because anything went wrong, but because nothing is happening. You tell yourself you'll get up in a minute. Then another minute passes. The rest never really lands. If you've been there, you're not strange. You might know someone who lives like this. This is what guilt around rest often looks like. It doesn't shout. It just keeps whispering that stillness is something you need permission for. There's a small shift that can help when this shows up. Instead of asking whether you deserve to rest, it can help to notice what your body is already doing. Are your shoulders slumped? Is your breathing shallow? Did your energy dip without you deciding it? These are quiet signals, not arguments. When you notice them, you're not making a case for rest, you're just acknowledging what's already true. This works because your body doesn't operate on merit. It operates on capacity. Rest isn't a reward, it's a response. Another gentle approach is to change how you frame the pause. Instead of seeing rest as stopping, try seeing it as a transition. You're not opting out of life, you're recalibrating. Even short rests help your system reset its baseline. That 10 minutes on the couch isn't a failure to keep going, it's a way to prevent everything from feeling heavier later. You don't have to feel relaxed for it to count. Sometimes rest is just lowering the noise enough to hear yourself again. But there's something else here that often gets missed. This guilt doesn't mean you're lazy or unmotivated. In many cases, it means you care. You learn to be responsible, attentive, reliable. Those traits don't disappear when you sit down, they just don't know where to go. So they turn inward and question the pause instead. If resting feels uncomfortable, it may not be because you're doing something wrong. It may be because you've been carrying a long habit of staying on. And habits don't switch off instantly just because the circumstances change. This reflection is for people who look fine on the outside, but feel uneasy when they slow down. People who keep checking the time during breaks. People who rest with one eye open. Guilt around rest is often a sign that your system hasn't learned yet that it's allowed to pause without justification. That learning can take time. Not through forcing relaxation, but through noticing the pattern when it shows up. And if this felt familiar, you're welcome to stay here for more quiet explanations like this, one feeling at a time.